Henry! It's the coach. You're watching Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, the big man.
Well, Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Here we go. 30 base.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now Osweiler. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Chris Conley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 24 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Ready? 70, Indy. Score.
Now Osweiler. Touchdown, Packers. Dez Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Jameis to throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Off the play fake, Winston. There's the Penn State man, it's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Eckler in a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd and 12, Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Play action now. Winston. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. Brooks Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Osweiler. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Winston now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Osweiler flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long. It's Osweiler. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Osweiler. The Conley's got it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Osweiler now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Osweiler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception.
Taking it right down Broadway. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jordan Leggett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. They set up the screen for Henry. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the 1st.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And able to find Conley. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On first down, Henry. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him. Here's Bryant for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Winston now. Over the middle, complete. It's Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Second and 5 now. Winston. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Jameis now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Play fake. Winston. completion. Down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are. Yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage. And, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston, he's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got his man in the crossing route. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Winston now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw is Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. To the air again with Winston. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Let me go.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They go play action with Osweiler.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
first down. Patterson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means you're wide open. You can run just about anything.
18 Gator.
Second down and goal. Osweiler, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On first down, Devine. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Right there, 56. On that pump.
On first and 10, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Play action now. Winston. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Andrew Sendejo swoops in for the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This one from 48 yards away. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jameis again. And he finds a man with a crossing route. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Winston, and a catch right side by Evans. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Black 22! Check in. Yo, 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 yo.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's Winston. 7 yards there and a 1st down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a late 3 there. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Cam Newton, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. 14-13, the final score in a tight one. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On play action, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the stick. Jameis now on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got it with the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Keelan Cole, the intended target.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. first down. Divine. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Winston. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Come on now, let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Osweiler. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards down for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Osweiler to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Ready? Blue 86, right there, 56. Don't get nervous. Let him go.
Following the interception, Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Draw play, Winston to Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Osweiler out to Cole on the right side. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Osweiler now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Caught here by Conley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On second down, here's Henry. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Osweiler.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they got to pay it off with some points.
And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high play because you get the completion with your count.
Ready? 18 Gator. Silver.
They'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On 1st down, Devine. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. Here's Jones. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Tannehill now running the option to the right side. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Osweiler. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That catch puts him 70 yards receiving now as he's got a...
On the double. Mike, 45. Watch the fly, watch the fly, watch the fly. Now.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Looking downfield for Downs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Ready? Blue 56 is the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
Play action now, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 5th catch of the game. for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Osweiler. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. Third down here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Osweiler. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Osweiler. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Osweiler. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Osweiler. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Patterson on the draw play. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Osweiler, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Dante Fowler getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Osweiler. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They run with Patterson. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Ready? Blue ready. Mike 34, Mike 34. Hey, pick your game up. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming up.
On 2nd down, Devine. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Third and long for Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay.
We got this.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 2nd and 10, it's Osweiler again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter. And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. But nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Osweiler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin. His 1st touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
And get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. On 1st and 10, Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Winston. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
They can't stop us. They cannot.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Winston. And he coughed it up. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Deep grip.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try to run for it with Henry. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
61, matchbox lights.
On 2nd and goal. Osweiler to the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Des Bryant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, it goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now, Devine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. First things first here, they got to pick up the... And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Check 31, check 31. Check.
Right. Now.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? making the comeback, and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Green Bay, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.